All right, we're back with episode 14 of the Idiot Circle. I'm Mike.
I'm Fred.
And I'm Rob.
And we have a special guest in the top corner here, Miss Lisa Sanger, aka Wayburn. How you doing, Lisa?
I'm fantastic. You guys?
Yeah, not bad.
I'm able to be about.
You know, you are a Sanger, but you will always be Lisa Wayburn.
No, she will always be the W.
The Wayburn.
Yeah, but it's all about the Wayburn.
Okay.
Yep, the Wayburn.
I like the Hello Spring sign in the back. I wish it would actually come to spring. That'd be nice, but Jesus, this weather sucks.
I think I'm going to take that sign and slap Mother Nature across the face with it.
I can't complain.
Yeah.
Okay. Shut up. Shut up.
Right there, buddy. A double for you.
Yeah.
You'll be complaining soon enough. Another month or so.
Yeah. Especially when it gets African hot.
Yeah.
He's going there already? Jesus.
Fuck yes, I am. Let's go.
Sweat my balls off.
I love
Sweat
it.
my balls off.
Oof. Oof.
Well, already, like I have that. I used to have that. Mike, you've seen it. That arm that comes out, holds your phone, like it sticks to your window on my truck.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I had to get one that sat into the cup holder because already that melted off. Right on.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It melted the suction cup thing?
Oh yeah. Gone.
Wow. That's crazy.
So you can't put anything like that on your windows here in Florida. Even in the spring, it just melts right off.
Oh.
Listen,
Christ.
I want to tell you, I'm more excited about this guest than any person that we've ever brought on. Not that we've brought on many people. Jeff was great last week, but you know what? This is a blast from our past. This is, we talk about Midwest, growing up in a small town, and bringing somebody like Lisa Wayburn Sanger on. This is pure excitement for me.
Well, for God's sakes, name one fucking memory in our life from like 8th grade that we didn't have Lisa was involved in some way.
Well, the Idiot Circle. Now, come on.
Oh, yeah. She was the queen of the Idiot Circle.
She is. She is.
Lisa, do me a favor. Take off your glasses just for a moment.
I can't
now,
see.
Look right in the stare. I got to tell you, and if God strike me down, if there was another woman on this earth that has prettier eyes than Lisa Wayburn.
Oh, stop.
Wow, he is. Yeah, you're right, but he's buttering her up like a biscuit here.
Yeah.
What's he smelling?
Well, that is true. That is true. Those things, those eyes just.
I can see.
Yeah, those eyes just pop like nobody's business. So yes,
like the brightest crystal blue eyes, blonde hair. Yeah.
Well, not too much anymore, but the wrinkles. 53 has been a hard year. My gosh, I look in the mirror and you kind of like do a double look, like, wow, 53.
You don't look
we went
53.
through some hard times.
No.
Lisa. I don't know if you know this, but we had like this pandemic. I don't know if maybe you heard about it. I mean,
no. How would she hear about that? I mean,
right?
Not like it was on every news channel.
Changed. I know. I gained all that COVID weight. I mean, it was just crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You and your bitch tits.
That's my excuse too. That's my excuse. It was COVID.
Yep. Oh, the camera only puts 190 pounds on me.
Oh,
boy.
Yeah.
All right.
Lisa's got some topics for us.
I do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right. Boy, oh boy.
No.
Coming in hard with the big guns.
We're going to do, like that last time that I suggested a few things. You guys were killing me. I laughed so hard, and I had it playing at work. My customers were laughing so hard.
Oh, God.
They were just like, these guys are hilarious, especially you, Robbie. Pulling up things, taking care of business, and,
Oh my God. Is that the one we're talking about, manscaping?
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, I was in rare form that night, Lisa. I don't know what was going on.
It was awesome. It was. You guys were just, and I just went like manscaping as in like facial hair. Mike has it. Fred
sure he did. Yeah. Well, who the hell are you kidding? We might have been born at night, but it wasn't last night, sister.
Yeah. Yeah. But going back to the idiot circle, you always knew it was going to be a great night when you had a clean car, a full tank of gas, and your hair hung out your sunroof.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For you, that would happen, right?
Right.
There would hang out the sun.
Yeah. It's kind of calmed down a little bit.
Yeah.
You
But
forgot
I still
about
gotta
the
have it big.
you forgot about the adult beverages, but that goes
Yeah.
without saying. That-
Yeah,
that
be-
goes without saying.
Nothing like keeping the inner thighs cold.
Well, now
Well-
that she brought that up, Fred, so that was Lisa's thing. So her thing was clean car, right? What was the other thing, Lisa?
Full tank of gas.
Full tank of gas and hair hanging out of the sunroof. Okay.
Mhm.
Right.
Fred, go. What were your top 3 things for a good night on the idiot circle?
Having the right people in your car, having the right music playing in the car, and 3, swerving at Lisa Wayburn driving in the idiot circle and get
Doing
them to
the chicken thing to see if I was going to swerve or switch lanes.
all right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a normality on the idiot circle.
Yeah, that was not a good thing.
The good thing for me though, of having a full tank of gas, which I agree with Lisa on that as well, is I used to have a home ec class right after lunch, so I wouldn't eat lunch, and my mom would give me lunch money, and I'd save it for the whole weekend, and I would buy beer and gas with it.
And that's saying something if Fred's saving his lunch money and not actually eating lunch. I
Yeah,
mean, come
right.
on.
Well,
Desperate
we made so much food in that class. Is like, well, okay, I'm just gonna kill this, and that's
Well,
gonna.
he was saving his lunch money by going and beating up Alan Palatian for his.
No, that was you dumbass.
Oh, jeez, come on.
Oh, and I never would fight Al Palatian. Al was a good dude.
Hey, so Mike, top 3. What are yours?
Well, for me, it was alcohol. That was always the most important
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
for me
yeah, right,
growing
right.
up. I mean, that's number one. I could care less what my car looked like as far as clean, but I kept it clean. That was a given. Gas, you could always get gas. I mean, the gas station wasn't that far off the idiot circle. And plus, according to Fred, sometimes people took a long route around because they got bored. I never did, except to get gas. But so alcohol is number 1. I would say music was number 2. And I agree with Fred, the people in the car, but you could see everybody was uptown. So it didn't matter who was in your car. It was kind of cool to just drive around and see everybody.
And how many times did we wave to the same people every night?
Every time. Every
Yes,
time.
Every night.
Yeah, we did like the motorcycle guys when they're riding by, they do the one hand out. They do it every single time, So yeah, they do that, or they do the one hand out or whatever.
Yeah, but Lisa's talking about you passed that same person 15, 20 times that night. You did the same wave to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do the same wave, or did you perfect it? Did you change it up? I mean, what was
always...
Okay, Lisa. So what was the wave? And I'm gonna open it up to everybody. What was the wave like if you were trying to actually pick up somebody on the idiot circle? Like, hey, it wasn't just a friendly wave. It was a, hey, I'm here and let's do this thing.
Yeah, I just think he just kept waving, and then finally you pulled down by the church, and then, you sit, and then you switched cars, and,
Okay.
and then you get your MIPs, and then, so God, better get out of town.
Yeah.
So no
And you save your
special.
lunch money to pay for your MIPs.
There you go. That's what Lisa saved hers for.
I think we forgot one thing though. I agree with everybody you had to have alcohol, right? So you had someone to score you alcohol.
Yep.
And clean car was a must. Lisa, we've talked about that. Fred and I, we were meticulous about our cars. So that thing had to be shining. It could be a 1979 beat up old nasty Pinto, but that son of a bitch was shining hard when you went on
The shiny Pinto.
Oh, the shiny Pinto.
Lipstick on a pig.
That nobody brought up that you had to have, because if you were going to putty gut, it was a necessity. Condoms. Come on, you had to have some good reliable.
Lord.
Hey, you guys remember my blue gremlin?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And it was like a fish. It looked like a fish bowl.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had 14 people in that thing at one time. That's when
Holy
Jerry,
shit.
Jerry Gree fell out the back.
Jerry Green.
Yeah, we were cruising town with 14 people in there. We wanted to see how many we could get in there, and I believe it was Cindy Kleeman. She's laying on the floor, and she was doing my gas and my brake. because I had my, we were just scrunched. I couldn't even drive. But yeah, I think we had 14 people in there.
Holy Christ. That's crazy.
That's got to
Yeah.
be a world record.
I would think
gremlin?
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
people were hanging out the top? Did you have like a sunroof
I
or
didn't have
a
a
moon
sunroof
roof?
in that.
Oh,
Nope, I
okay.
didn't have it in that one.
Anybody
I
hanging
don't
out
think
the
that was an
windows?
option
Or?
on the Gremlin, Mike.
You don't
think so?
No, I don't think that was an
No.
option on the Gremlin.
It wasn't on that option for that year's vehicle,
Okay.
unless
Now-
it was man-made.
Now is that what
It rusted through and your head poked through the hole.
is that what
Um,
Wayne had in Wayne's World was a gremlin or
Yes, it was.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was your wave, Mike?
I didn't really have a wave. I never picked up any chicks, so I
Oh,
couldn't figure it
mine
out.
mine was
Right. Oh, boy.
Or
yeah.
Oh
Of
God.
course, Corey
How'd that work for you,
fell for
Fred?
that every time.
60% of the time it worked all the time.
Mike's choking.
That's pretty good, Rob. I gotta
I missed it.
remember.
What did Rob say? I missed it.
Say it again, Rob.
I said Corey May fell for that every time. He did it.
Oh my God. Leave Corey May alone. Corey, you meant Todd May.
Oh
Down there.
jeez.
No, I meant Corey. The Todd's too much. That's too much on the nose, right? That's like
You're a sad individual.
You're going to hell, Rob.
Yeah.
You're going to hell.
Corey's a great dude,
No, I
man.
know. I'm just kidding. It's just a joke.
It's just a joke. Come on.
Yeah.
Corey will laugh if he watches it. He won't watch
No,
it. So
listen,
we're
nobody's
safe.
watching this shit.
Yeah,
That's
the only
they
person
are.
that watches it is Lisa, and she's on the show. So
No, and you guys are nice to hear when I'm cleaning house and I listen to you on the way to work. It's just
Dude,
fun.
really.
I do.
wow. I'm
When
so-
I don't have
I'm
time, I
sorry.
don't sit and like watch and listen for the hour some days, I'll be honest. But I'm like, oh yeah, it's a new week. Let's search, and I search for you guys and start playing it on my way to work.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. So
Me-
Lisa,
We're getting ready to storm the Elginak market. I don't know if you heard about that, Lisa, but that's,
we're working on it.
Yeah, working on it.
it.
We're getting ready to bring
Should
that
should we
back.
consider maybe taking the Marine City market before we expand, or I don't know. I'm just
Oh, it's a good thought.
yeah. I don't know. I'm
You know-
just spitballing here, but I have a question for you, Lisa. My wife Tammy told me to ask you on the
Love my
show.
wife.
Oh, I do too. She's pretty cool, isn't she?
She is.
She told me to ask you this question so you could share an experience at a hair show that somebody said something about your hair.
Huh.
That's all
Oh
she
my
told
God.
me. She didn't explain what she meant, but she said,
All right.
ask Lisa about the hair show and when somebody was talking
Yes.
about her hair.
So we've been drinking all day, and we go to get tidied up, and we want to go to see these hair places and what they're doing on these mannequins and these models. And so we're sitting there and we're like, this is really boring. And I said, let's get out of here, let's go back to the bar. So go back to the bar, and this guy sitting next to us, and he looks, he goes, wow, he goes, were you up, like, did they do your hair over there? And I go, yeah. He goes, oh my God, I'd be so embarrassed walking around looking like that. He goes, why don't you go back to your room and get that shit? And it's like out to here. He goes, pat that bitch down. And I'm like, what, my hair?
Back that bitch down.
Pat that bitch down. I'm like, yeah. And so Linda Miller was with me, and I just
Oh
love
my God.
Linda. Linda's dying, and Linda's like, yeah, do you believe that those guys did that to her hair? And he's like, man, you better go shower and get that down. It's just awful. So we got laughing even harder. So we kept walking around, and and I'm like, do you believe that they did this shit to my hair? And they're like, oh my God, it's so big. How did they get it that big? It was just so funny.
And
Like,
that was your
everybody-
normal, you did
Yeah.
it? You did it
Yeah,
yourself?
I did it. I did it myself, and everyone's like, holy shit, is that hair big?
Would you
But
lose a
that's
bet
what
or
you're trying
something?
to know. That's what you're known for.
That's
though.
her signature.
But Rob, we're at a
Right?
hair show, and it should
Yeah.
like look better. I mean, but I just always had big hair, and I got it big that day. And that guy was just like dying. He was like, "You're walking around looking like that. I can't believe they did that to your hair." I'm like, I know, I'm so embarrassed.
Did you
And
use
I finally,
Aquanet?
like, just screw it. I said, let's just go drink more beer.
There
So
you
the whole
go.
night, it was just nothing but funny thing. Like,
That's
wow,
awesome.
who did that to your hair? I'm like, I did.
You are the queen of big hair, though.
Oh yeah. It doesn't go to 10, it goes to 11.
The taller the hair, the closer to God, isn't that?
That's
how it is?
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
5'3",
hair
but
show.
6 foot with the afro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike brought up a good point. Give us a little secret. Was it Aquanet back in the day?
Rave 4.
Rave 4.
Rave 4.
Yep.
Okay, there you
Rave
go,
4.
ladies. If you're trying to manipulate your hair the way you want, doesn't have to be big or anywhere, just Rave 4.
Yep. You
Rave
could get
4.
it in a blue and a pink can.
Do they still make it?
They do.
Do you
know
still
what?
use
I'll be
it?
honest. I carry a little one in my purse.
Oh, that's
Show
awesome.
us. Bullshit.
That is
Bullshit.
awesome.
Show
Watch.
us.
I'll be
Show
right
us.
back. I'll be
All
right
right.
back.
Oh, she
I
does.
love
That's
it. We're going to see
awesome.
right now. We've gone deep
You are-
into the
you are-
chasm.
yeah,
We're getting
You are
secrets
just
right
about to
now.
get schooled.
Oh
You're,
man.
you're just about to get told, Rob.
What do I win? Rave
Ah!
4.
Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that.
Yes.
That
Mega
is
hole.
awesome.
Action. Show us a little action. Give me a
Mega
little action.
hole.
How does it work?
Watch. Just, shake it. Yeah, shake
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah.
Now, did you ever do the upside down? Like they
Oh,
spray it
yeah.
upside down, then they flip it back, and it's like way up there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Nice.
But I have to tell you, I use bedhead right now. This is just my little traveler. Everyone has to have a traveler.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Ours is beer.
Ours are beer, but
Good one, Mike.
Wait a minute, Lisa. I'm gonna go give you what I use.
Okay.
Oh,
oh
Jesus.
shit, oh shit. He's probably got some ball spray
Condoms.
or
It's
something.
going to be some, it's going to be
You know what? There is
Gold-
ball wash.
gold-
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's ball wash.
it's going to be
spray.
Gold Bond.
I'm sure Tammy gets it for you guys, doesn't she?
Listen,
No,
listen.
she doesn't.
No. I was gonna pull up any crazy. I do have this man wipe thing I use for my undercarriage.
Yeah.
It's remarkable. It makes you feel fresh and clean.
Is this
but I'm not bringing
the
that on
the
show.
Dollar Shave Club
No,
stuff,
it's like
or
this. Hey, you want to freshen up a little bit, or
Yeah.
Tammy's feeling a little frisky one night. And you've been sweating a lot.
You want to
got a
jump in
lot
the
of-
shower?
You got a little funk down there. Just put it on there.
is that how you do it?
Listen,
You're not going to
listen.
show us. I hope you're
Right
not
there.
going to show us.
What is
No,
this?
no. I won't do that. I mean,
Well,
I
you made
wouldn't
me
do
show how to
that.
do
Listen,
the hairspray.
we're trying to storm the Algonac.
Yeah, we don't want to see that.
No.
No.
Algonac market doesn't even understand what manscaping is. They think that's something.
I
to
think
do
you'd be
with-
surprised.
Yeah, you
Really?
think, yeah.
You can manscape a mullet.
Well, well, that's how they get it. They get a mullet upstairs and downstairs. That's how they do it.
Yeah.
That's
What is
What is
this
that
stuff?
called?
an Ari? It's just like a
What is that?
paste. I can see
Okay.
them all myself. But you
Like-
put a little bit of dab on there, right?
I was good. Oh, it's gooey.
It's a little gooey.
That's
but
what
it
she
gets a little
said.
bit harder. Then you put it on. Right?
Rob, you got to
Well,
sing the
now,
old gray
what
mare.
I
She
don't
ain't
have
like
to
she
do-
used to be.
You know what I've used? You know what? If you don't have this stuff, mayonnaise. Mayonnaise works just as well.
Oh, yeah.
I
Okay.
thought I would have bet money it was Brill cream you were bringing out. I would have bet money on it.
Or
Wait a
lard like alfalfa.
He's got Brill cream. I bet he does. Watch.
Oh, well, he's going to come back with some other shit. You watch.
No,
Yeah.
but now it's.
You know what he's
totally-
gonna do? He's gonna come back and all you're gonna see is his ass on the camera and he's gonna be
minute.
wiping
No,
it.
if you're really in a pinch and you need that shine, broken.
I told you that.
You were right.
Yes.
That's awesome.
I like to, every once in a while, I take a little dab of it like this. Get a little.
Get your
dab.
nose hairs and stuff
Yeah,
those up
right,
in there.
yeah. You can
Yeah.
do your eyebrows like that. There you do that.
Yeah, because you don't want to be doing that tribute to Brezhnev.
No.
now,
Oh,
now it looks
God.
like you jizzed on your friggin' foot. hey, is that hair gel?
Something about Mary.
Yes.
Something about Mary.
Something about
Yeah,
Mary.
love
Yeah.
it. Love it. Oh, Rob, you're something else, man.
Yep.
Take
Hey, when
it
it-
in your life.
For me, it's
Listen,
when you're having a bad hair day, throw a hat on. Done.
you cannot-
Bingo.
I do that all the time.
Bingo.
You cannot bring Lisa Wayburn on and not talk about hair and
True.
manipulation of hair. She's the expert at it.
Well, it's true.
Not
Yeah.
always.
No.
No.
Hey, Lisa. So
Yeah.
tell us, like, going back in the day, let's say 1985, 1986, who did you have a big crush on?
Oh, Jesus.
Fred? Todd Hanley? Or Brock Hanley?
He was always good looking. Yeah, they were always,
Yeah.
but there wasn't really, I think I was friends with everybody. Like more than anything. Like
Yeah, but one guy that when you would cruise, it would, like,
Jesus.
You okay, Rob?
Yeah, I think you just.
Hey,
you-
you very. Hey,
there's got it. There must
do you
have
need?
been one.
Hey,
What
do you
was
need to
the
take a
older
second
guy,
wipe,
younger
Rob, or what?
guy?
Do you need to wipe or what?
Well,
yeah.
hold on.
what other kind of gel you working with right now, Rob?
Yeah, no
No, I'm
doubt.
just saying, like, there must have been someone, like, you had, like, that one person.
She's not going to give it up.
No, I
Rob.
would if I really, really honestly would if I could think of somebody. But I never dated anybody in high school. Like it's always people from out of town. Like I was too good of friends with everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I
You were
mean?
that friend girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
she was not in the friend zone though. She was as wild as anybody. So we.
Well, I remember a couple nights of quarters with Lisa Wayburn.
Oh, yeah.
She,
Oh, yeah. Poor Lisa
I
Reynolds.
can still rock a quarter bounce. I'm still good at it.
Really?
I still am. I was trying to teach my kids that, and they just don't get it. They just kind of throw it.
It's a skill that doesn't go
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, it's a lost art for.
But do you remember Cindy Kleeman could roll that
Roll it
right
off
off
of
her
her
nose
nose, yeah.
and hit right there?
Well,
She was
I
awesome.
remember
well, that
seeing
one night we were at your
I
house,
can't
it
recall
was
that.
New Year's Eve, and Rob got Lisa Reynolds, got her like 15 in a row, and she ended up meeting the porcelain god shortly
She was
after.
poo-pooed.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I think we've all met that god.
Ugh.
You know what? I got sick on blue Hawaiians once, and it was the grossest thing. But you know how I had chunks of pineapple? They were coming out my nose. I was doing one of these numbers to get them out.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
still have a hard time drinking blue Hawaiians.
That happens. It happens.
Mhm.
That's SpongeBob's house coming out of your nose.
Oh my gosh. That's
Yeah.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
Just gross.
Well, Lisa, that was the first good topic. What else you got for us? Come on.
This one, I have a bunch, but this one is the top one.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I want you guys to tell me how your kids embarrassed you. Has your kids ever embarrassed you? I will share one good little story with my girls. They were about 2.5, 3 years old. And when they poop their pants, you always pick them up and smell their butt and you go, ooh, you got a stinky butt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do we do that? We already know that they shit, but you want to smell it. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So you pick them up and you're like, ooh, you got a stinky butt. Well, I have both my twins and we're walking around Meyer. Somebody shit their drawers and I'm smelling their asses. I'm like, God, they both shit. And I'm like, you guys, you got stinky asses. So I'm walking around and we're waiting to get checked out. And I'm like, oh, please hurry up. Well, Shaylee stands behind this guy, grabs his junk in the front, puts her nose in his butt and says, you got a stinky butt.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. So, of course, I'm standing and my kids are short because they're little. And the guy turns around and Shaylee's got him by the junk and her face is right in his butthole. And he turns around and looks at me. I'm like, it's not me.
Oh,
I said, Shaylee,
my
don't
God.
do that.
And who's more embarrassed, you or him? Really?
Oh. And he didn't have a stinky butt because he turned around and he said, I didn't even fart. Like, I don't have a stinky butt. Thank God. But wouldn't you guys imagine that? Sitting at
Oh,
Meyer,
my
I mean,
God.
going through a checkout and somebody's grabbing your junk and smelling your butt.
Well, I mean, not with a child, but in the right circumstance, that could be it could be an amorous moment. You never know. It could be start of a wonderful evening. I don't know.
I knew where that was going.
This is a start of a beautiful friendship.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that is awesome.
Oh
So
my
I was
God.
super embarrassed with that. I couldn't get
Oh.
out of there fast enough.
Oh
So
my
then I'm
God.
like, you can't grab somebody and smell their butt, Shaylee. And she's like, well, you do. Like, why not?
She's got a point. She
But I-
has a point.
Yeah, I've never realized how much you do smell a kid's butt. And you say, you got a stinky butt. We already know it.
That is
So-
awesome.
Have your
Fred,
kids ever
what's
embarrassed
yours?
you?
What's that? Me? You asking me?
Oh, I said Fred, but go. You know.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll go with one. It's actually kind of embarrassing, but it's really funny. It's more funny than it was embarrassing. Okay. So we had a golden retriever. His name was Nolan, and this dog was a fucking asshole. And when I say fucking asshole, I mean fucking asshole. Like, he would chew everything. He would just tear the shit out of everything. He would run away.
The Jeff Bohm of dogs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He would run away, and if I was outside and I saw him, I would call him, and he would go further. And every time I called him and started walking, he would just keep going and keep going. So I get in the habit of just saying to this fucking dog, I would say that under my breath all the time, you fucking dog, and I just get pissed off, right? So we're sitting at the dinner table. Allie's like maybe a year and a half. She's under 2 years old. I know that, sitting there at the dinner table, and she drops something on the floor, and the dog comes over and scoops it up, and she's like, fucking dog. And I was like, I was sitting next to her. My mom's there, my dad's there, all my sisters are there, and my dad says, what did she just say? And my sister didn't miss a beat. Helen, she said lucky dog. And I was like, yeah, it was an excellent cover up. But man, I was like, in like a split second, I was like deer in the headlights, and then she totally saved me. That was like, and then I did everything I could do not to laugh. I had to get up and leave the room and fucking go to the bathroom and laugh because I couldn't even handle it. My dad was totally clueless. He's like, what? He heard it, but she covered for me. It was so, and Allie's first words were, oh shit. I shit you not. Because my mom used to say that under her breath all the time. Like if she dropped something, she'd go, oh shit, like that, just so Allie was going up the stairs, and she used to just crawl up the stairs. Well, she had her baby or something and dropped it on the ground, and my mom was next to her, and she says, oh shit. And I said, what did she just say? And
love when kids swear.
My mom said, I have no idea. I said, I think she said, oh shit. And my mom's like, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. Because she knows she learned it from her. That was her first words were, oh shit.
Oh my God.
Isn't it funny when they put it in the right context too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She had it down. She watched Nana doing it all the time. So
yeah.
So that's my story. I'm sticking.
Fred, what about you?
My kids never really embarrassed me. But
you just embarrassed them. Right?
Well, there ain't no question.
And himself.
So
maybe we should.
We were in Palm Springs. We were at Legoland, and it was so cold that we tried to find somewhere else where it was warmer. And we looked in the USA Today, and it said Palm Springs was going to be this temperature the whole week. So we left the hotel, and we went down there, and we were there for a couple days, and we're standing in line to check out. And this guy and wife was standing right there. Oh, your daughter's so cute. And she's like, and the wife goes, oh, what's your name? She goes, Taylor. And he goes, oh yeah. She goes, yes, I'm 3 years old, and we're my Uncle Conrad's picking us up from the airport, and my daddy says bad words. And I'm like sitting there like, oh.
All factual information. I like that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say direct to the point, all factual information. Yeah.
When I didn't know Taylor was born in Boston, though. I mean, what was that?
Yeah. She's your cousin from Boston.
Or Jersey.
Yeah.
There you go.
So mine is, I have two, and they're both similar, and it involves poop. And I think
again with the poop.
Yeah,
has heard one of the stories, but I travel for work and I work from home, and Gage would come up for the summers when I lived in Michigan, and I would set him up, like when I was getting ready to go into a meeting and say, okay, Dad's going to be in his office, door's going to be shut, only come in unless it's a dire situation. But as soon as the meeting's over, I'll come back out. So a lot of people on this call, internal, external clients, maybe 35, 40 people, men and women. I'm sitting in the middle of the meeting and I'm presenting at the time when all of a sudden I hear the door behind me fling open and my son walks in and goes, Dad, I gotta poop. And I mean, all I hear is laughter, right? Just absolute laughter. And this would have been probably right around the start of when everything was shutting down for COVID too. It was that summer of 20. And oh my God, it was so embarrassing. The same summer though, Gage was off his regular medication and we were trying a new one, and he had bowel problems and he was like kind of pooping his pants all the time. Well, I was going at the time to Jim and Dave's barbershop in Port Huron, old school barber, nothing but old Bennett in there. And when I get my haircut, Gage usually comes with me and we do it together. Well, we're standing there and it's Gage and I seriously, there's 8 guys waiting for Jim. He was very popular, still there today. Guys would come in, nobody under the age of 75 in there. And all of a sudden, Gage is sitting next to me and he's playing with my phone and he just stands up and he starts crying, I just pooped my pants.
You can't cover that up. You're like, oh.
No, not even with pine needles.
Oh, God.
No.
Well, he had to carry on the family tradition of shitting himself, apparently.
But poop is funny. Poop's funny. Farts are funny. Poop's funny. It's just a funny thing.
Yeah, he did the same thing at the family reunion.
Yeah. He did actually up at Higgins Lake.
And he did the same thing what you just said. And and everybody just feels so awful for him. He's like, oh my, I just pooped my pants.
Yeah, it was that same summer. That was the same time. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then I have one other one. It was really a quick one, but this one was, I decided to, Glenn and I wanted to get a little Jesus in our kids, and we took them to Sunday school, and they were about 3 too. And we set them up, and the pastor comes in and said, okay, girls, we're going to learn about Jesus today. And Jocelyn turned around and she's like, Mom, did you hear? We're going to learn how to make Cheez-Its today. I'm like, oh, God. Yeah.
Okay, the earwax is a little thick.
I'm like, no, honey, you're going to learn about Jesus. And I said, that's why you're here. And they were, when I picked them up, they were all upset that they didn't learn how to make Cheez-Its.
That's funny.
And so Fred and we all go to it wasn't midnight mass, but it was the what mass was that?
It was the children's mass at Holy Cross.
Children's mass at Holy Cross on Christmas Eve night.
This year.
Yeah, do you remember it?
Yeah, yeah.
You tell it, Fred. You tell it better than me. You tell it. It's
so
Paige and I,
so it was Kendra, Lauren, and myself, and then it was Gage and then Rob. And it's right in the middle during the sermon, and I said, hey, gonna get some Santa gonna bring you some Star Wars stuff? He's like, yeah, probably. Yeah. And Rob starts like, yeah, you guys, and he goes, hey guys, this is not appropriate to talk about this right now. And he looks straight back up, and then he says it, and then he says it, and then he puts his hands like this and puts it right in his lap. And Rob
Gage
and I
said that. Gage
said that.
Yeah. And literally, Rob and I thought we were going to piss our pants.
Yeah, Fred and I are talking back and forth. Blah, 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 blah. It was a little low point, and then Gage's like, guys, I don't think this is the time or the place to be doing
Yeah.
this.
I don't think it's not appropriate. And he puts his hands like this and lays them right in his lap. And I had to do everything but not
Oh God, that's good.
burst out laughing. It was
That's good
hilarious.
stuff. Yeah, good stuff.
That is good stuff.
Oh.
Lisa, you said you got a bunch more. Lay a couple more on us.
What else you got, Lisa?
Well, all right. I am not on
Wanna get-
TikTok. I can't even keep up with
No,
Facebook.
Rob's the
I
only
am
one on
not
TikTok.
Love.
But
TikTok.
my friends are on
Love.
TikTok and they will send me shit all night. Even 2:00 in the morning, they're sending me stuff. I'm like, what? And I get up in the morning, I'm just dying at some of this TikTok shit. Well, my friend and I during COVID, Trish, we decided to do that challenge, the rock, paper, scissors with the flour and the egg and oh my God, we had a riot doing it. And then she's like, let's do the tens unit, when we're trying to drink and you got the tens unit hooked up and you
oh
can't,
my God.
I mean, I can't believe what some of these people do on TikTok though. They're
Now,
crazy.
how do you watch TikTok if you don't have it?
They send it to me and like they can take the little, whatever it is, a little split up, and then they send it to me in a text.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I've spared you, Mike. I could do the same to you.
Yeah,
I see
He
videos all the time.
Rob and Tim McConnell send me stuff from TikTok all the time, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, I cannot get into the TikTok stuff. The
The
stuff is
chick that-
funny.
They are
And-
funny, some of
Yeah,
them.
even my daughter Taylor will
you-
send me a couple. Usually it's with babies in it or dogs.
The
But-
chick that does Nancy Pelosi is just epic, though. She's this lady, and she's got lipstick all over her face. She looks wild. She dressed real funky, and she just mouths the shit that comes out of Nancy Pelosi's mouth.
And that's
It's
exactly what it is. Shit.
It's so funny. It's just so funny.
Lord.
man.
So is that
She
your
acts like she's drunk and-
is that the
oh,
go-to app on your phone then, Rob? Is
Oh,
TikTok?
dude, you know what? I'm just embarrassed to admit this, but I'm addicted to it, and I try to stay off it because if I get
Actually,
on
it's
it,
Pornhub for him.
Yeah, and that's
well,
why I don't even want to get
it's
on it
almost like
because
porn. It is.
I can't
I'm not
even.
gonna
I don't
lie.
have time for that.
Yeah.
Ain't
I
nobody
just
got
don't have time for that. I got time for
Yeah,
that.
don't got time. He's got it going right now.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah. So I was
Oh,
getting
man.
up to get myself some cold pop.
There is this guy.
Felt like someone was popping.
Yeah.
There is
Yeah,
this
yeah.
guy, Lisa.
I
don't
said,
know if
Lord
you've
Jesus,
seen him.
it's a fire.
He's probably in his mid-30s, and his wife will just come up to him and say, all right, mash up LL Cool J and Perry Homo. And
That's
Perry
Perry
Como.
Como.
yeah, I know. And he'll just do it. I mean, he's amazing. Like he'll blend all the songs together in a beat. I mean, he's just
You
That would
don't-
be cool to see.
You don't think
Yeah,
it's
I watch them
staged though?
all
Come
the
on, it's
time.
got to be staged. It's got to be staged.
Well, I mean,
Nobody can
even
just
if-
do that on the fly.
Listen,
Come on.
Mike, even if it is, it's remarkable. I mean, it's
Okay.
just,
Yeah.
I mean, the production value of how he does it, like just, it's good. It's
Yeah.
really good.
Even do it in black and white, it catches the moment.
Yeah, Fred. No. So you don't ever watch it, Fred? Ever?
No.
No,
I do
just
not
He
watch
have-
doesn't, he
I-
doesn't watch reality TV.
Yeah, he doesn't. But he
Yeah.
knew all about 90 Day Fiance. He knew about the episodes, but
Well,
he's
it's because
never
it's on
watched-
it's on every commercial.
He's one of
Oh.
those closet watchers.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, whatever.
He cries at the Bachelor. You know that.
Oh, don't-
I
There's
You
a
know, I
show.
watched The
There's a
Bachelor.
show that if
can't believe he
there's a
would do
show that
to us.
if that island wherever they're at blew up and they all, I could
Paradise.
care less.
Paradise.
Oh, did everybody watch the second half of season 4 of Ozark?
I
No,
did.
Don't say a thing. No,
You
don't say a
didn't?
thing.
Oh man, come on, Rob. You're a
Listen,
Me.
slacker, man.
Me.
No.
Do you watch it, Lisa? Do you watch
I do
Ozark?
not.
Oh,
I
you-
watch no TV really.
Oh, you gotta watch Ozark.
Ozark.
Ozark,
Yeah,
yes.
you do.
What is it about?
Well, it's
money laundering.
yeah, Jason Bateman is the main character. He's a financial wizard, basically, right? So he and his partner work at this firm, and he discovers that he's actually been laundering money for a Mexican drug cartel. And that's all I'm going to say. Shit goes south from there. Let's put it
Because he
that
moves
way.
from Chicago to down into the Ozarks.
See what I did there? See what I did there,
I
Fred?
relate to that
Yes.
because I used to work at the nautical,
Yeah, yeah,
Come
yeah, yep.
The
Yeah.
nautical,
I can
oh
relate.
boy.
I've spent many a nights in the nautical. Oof,
Yeah.
that place is something else. But yeah, Rob, you got to catch up, dude, because we
No,
have
listen,
to talk
listen, I
about
want
it.
to do it. I don't want to watch just the last 7. I want to watch that whole last episode all at once.
I mean,
All
the whole
four-
last season.
Yeah,
Whole
all
last
14.
season. Yeah.
Oh, come on. You know what happened. Just dive in and watch it. Quit being a
Oh,
pussy
this
about
weekend,
it.
I'm going to do the whole thing, Mike. The whole thing.
So he's
And-
doing that and he doesn't realize he's doing it. But how does he find out roughly?
No, he kind of knew. He knows. And then what happens is he's so good at it that they won't let him out. That's it. That's all we're telling him.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's
I might have to watch that.
it's one of the best
Oh.
TV shows I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Very well done.
there's 2 shows that come close, and I think they're all about the same as far as being good. Sopranos, awesome. Breaking
Breaking
Bad
Bad.
and Ozark. Those 3 shows are probably my top 3 shows of all time. They're
Fred, you've been
amazing.
so good at lining up guests. Can you get us Jason Bateman? Because
Yeah.
Probably could.
I'd like to talk to.
Yeah,
You probably could.
that
And-
podcast he has is awesome, Rob. Smartless.
Yes,
Yeah.
Smartless. It's funny.
Yeah. I'll just call him up and say we're going to do a Silver Spoons reunion with Ricky Schroeder.
Oof.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been in the
Bateman
business
was-
for a long time.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, he used to have his own TV show where he was like him and
Yeah,
his mom and the
yeah.
stepdad. And he was like really mean to the stepdad. And
Yeah, it was McLean Stevenson was the dad.
Yeah, it was the dad. Yep, it's really good. It was really.
It's
good.
funny.
Yeah.
Hey, but yeah, it's funny. They did a interview with him. I think it was on I don't know if it was on Joe Rogan or if it was on Howard Stern. It was one of those 2 where, he was talking about how he did Teen Wolf 2
Oh yeah.
and it basically almost ruined his career.
Yeah.
And it's like he basically, every time he came into into an audition, it was like, oh Jesus, really?
I think he's exactly our age. I think he was born in '68.
Yeah, he's a stud actor, man. He's
awesome.
yeah, he's great.
He's so versatile. He can do comedic.
He can do comedy, he can do drama.
He can be, tense. He just does it all. And it's not like he changes his acting style that much. His comedic delivery to his drama delivery is not much. There's not much difference, but it works in both situations.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got the timing, that's for sure. Have
Oh,
you seen
it's funny.
Arrested Development, Fred?
No.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, you got to watch it. He's in that too. He's the main character in Arrested Development. It's fantastic.
How do you guys watch this stuff? Like, do you tape
Well,
it and then watch
Lisa,
it?
you'd probably watch it too, but you had twins. So
Oh, I was 36 when I had my twins. Like, I'm old. And they're seniors this year, so they're graduating. And so now it's gonna be time for me at 53.
yeah, well, now it's
I'm
time to
looking
catch
forward.
up.
And have the 8-year-old Lisa. Don't talk to me about.
You only 8?
Yes.
He's 8.
God, I love you.
Yeah.
Just-
You get like, oh, that's nice that you take your grandson places. 'Cause
No,
we
it's
got
funny.
that.
You would think that would happen, but I've never had anybody do that. Really.
You don't have any gray in your hair, that's why.
Yeah, you got
Colors
nice
it.
hair.
It's 'cause
And
he
you know
colors it.
what? You're really skin is tight too. Look at you.
Yeah,
Do you do
look at you.
collagen or anything?
No,
Look at your
Wow,
tight
you look
skin.
good.
oh, it's
You got
just
tight
from all
skin.
the fatness I got in the last 2 years. That's why it's
Lose
tight.
weight because I don't want it to go like this.
Yeah.
So I don't lose weight.
It's gonna go back.
That's my excuse too. I'm not losing weight either.
No. If I lose my 3rd chin, I'll miss it.
That's why I grow the beard. I cover a couple of them up,
Hey,
There you
did
go.
do you guys see that tape that you can tape up now? You can tape up your skin and your hairline and it doesn't even look bad.
Yeah,
Like,
so
look at
your
that. Look
ears
at the
can meet in
difference.
the back of your head.
Yeah, look at that.
That's
you
awesome.
you can all look like Joan Rivers.
You know what?
Yeah.
Though, wait, hey, we finally have a nice lady on our show, and we're kind of talking about topics that surround that. Let's talk about these women in Hollywood. That, like Cameron Diaz, perfect example. She was a cute girl, really attractive, and she just looks like shit now from all those surgeries she's done. And it's happened to a lot of them. And Courtney Cox and
Oh God, she looks
Goldie
horrible.
Hawn. It's just getting out of control.
You
Lisa,
know-
what do you think about all
You
that?
know, I have to, I'm going to try to look up a picture really quick. The girls went to Florida last October and we were sitting at a bar and this lady turned around.
Is that one picture you showed me?
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
I'm going to try to
God.
look it up. It is so scary. She looked at us and I
She looks
really
like
thought
this
it was
lady looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Hold on.
Well, I got a little story while you're looking that
Okay.
up. When I was moving back to Michigan, I was on one of those dating apps. I can't remember which one. And I saw this girl. She looked attractive. I hooked up with her.
Grindr.
We met at this bar in Macomb County. And when I got there, she was probably about 10 years older than me. And she looked like a plastic Barbie doll. I mean, to the point where when she was walking like to the restroom and back, people were like looking and making.
My God, I
Yeah.
found it. Sorry to
Let's see.
interrupt, but I
No,
found
let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Yes, exactly. Right? Look at that.
that.
That's
I don't-
horrible.
I don't
Can
think
you
when
guys see that okay?
yeah, oh yeah, it's
Do
painful.
women know that men don't find we would rather
Yeah.
have you age gracefully than look like that?
I was
But
just
she
gonna
couldn't
say
even-
that.
She can't even smile.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Kind of
Women-
like
women
Kevin
don't-
Nealon in Just Go With It.
Yeah, women don't realize that men they prefer women without a bunch of makeup on too. I mean, that's just the fact that most men I know, they would
Yeah,
rather
I
have
mean,
a woman not have much makeup on and everything. I just
If
don't
she
get it.
looks good
Imagine-
and without makeup. Yeah. There's
Yeah,
some
but
I've seen where like, maybe they would put a little makeup.
how you get to a certain age, I mean, it's not about looks, you know.
But women get they're so much more attractive when they age gracefully and they look beautiful than when they do this crap. It's just so I look at them, I'm like, you spent, all that money and nobody thinks you look good. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just me.
No, my God.
No.
It becomes an
when you
obsession.
talk
It
And your
becomes an
lips don't
obsession.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you talk and your lips don't move, they sit like this and you look like a ventriloquist. Like,
Yes.
how is that?
Like
Yeah.
you, Lisa, look at you're a beautiful woman. You're 53 years old and you've aged right. You look for 53, you're spectacular.
Well, thank
This
you.
is what a 53-year-old beautiful woman should look like. Not
Thank
what you just showed a picture of.
Well-
That is not attractive.
Ooh.
Yeah. Especially a woman who's on a boat and jumps in the river and leaves a brown trail of foundation behind her, and you think, hey, did you shit yourself? No, and then she comes up and you're like, oh,
Or
put the
they're in
makeup
boat
on,
and
put the
boobs
makeup
don't
on.
move. Yeah.
Wow. That's yeah. I don't get it. I don't understand why people spend that kind of money on that. And
And guys do it too.
yeah,
I
I know.
know,
And
I
It's
know.
it's
crazy.
getting popular for men too.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. I won't
I
be
guess-
doing I won't be doing
Yeah.
it, that's for sure.
No, I guess
Nope.
you got to be happy about yourself. I mean, the people that keep doing the plastic surgery, there's something missing there.
Yeah, definitely.
We don't get it though. We don't understand it.
No.
Don't. Or do you go to a class reunion and half the people are bald and gray, and then you don't have any gray, and they're like pissed at you because all you did was colored your hair. I'm like, I've never colored my hair in my life.
So
Or the
if you were-
filters.
If we don't, I mean, people all say that all the time about, we don't have gray hair, but my grandmother died at 84 with probably less, I mean, hardly any gray hair in her,
Yeah.
on her head.
I mean,
just
my dad didn't turn gray
Oh, my
until
God.
about 76.
now.
Yeah. My
let me
dad's
ask
so
you.
good too.
Let me ask you this, Lisa. Let's say you were married or you were dating one of these ladies that did this.
Mhm.
How do you tell them? Like,
They look
I mean,
like
'cause you
shit.
know that there's a problem with themselves and the way they see themselves.
Mhm.
What would you? How do you? Can you even approach them and broach that subject or no?
You know what it is? It's competition. It really is. They want to look like this person over here. They just want to be better. They're just not content. Like they just keep, wanting to be somebody else.
Yeah, they can't
There's
handle.
no way you could bring
They
it
can't
up.
handle looking older. I mean, look at the people.
Yeah, you can't.
I mean, you can look at people like Versace's daughter, who is just that Donatella Versace. Oh my God, she haunts my dreams. And then you get somebody like Jennifer Grey, who, in Dirty Dancing, she had, obviously she had the hook.
Yeah.
And
Wasn't she cute?
She was cute.
She
was.
Yeah, she was like your next door neighbor cute. And then she got her nose job done and you couldn't even tell it was her.
Right.
And then the worst guy ever is Mickey Rourke.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Geez, if the man goes in the sun, he probably would melt.
And
He's
Kenny
got the lips
Rogers
like
too.
I was
Oh.
going to say Kenny Rogers. He was a disaster.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
Wayne Newton.
Wayne Newton.
Jerry
Oof.
Jones. Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's
I mean,
crazy.
I can, if it makes you feel better, I guess, if you don't go overboard, but man, they go overboard.
Oh,
And
they
it's
go
like,
way overboard.
well, and it's kind of like, they get addicted and they see a little progress and they're like, well, I'm going to do this now. And then they do another thing and then it gets out of hand. And that's why I'll never get,
Joan Rivers.
oh yeah.
Well, yeah. Well,
Started the culture.
Joan
Mary
Rivers.
Tyler Moore. I mean,
Yeah.
she's awful.
Yeah.
Joan Rivers,
Mary Tyler.
when she died, I think her ears touched in the back of her head.
Well, and didn't she die from it? I mean, wasn't she?
I
didn't
think she
die
died
from the
on the
sea?
table,
Yeah.
but I don't think she was in good health anyway. But still, it's just,
Wow.
it's
Sad.
crazy.
Well, there's something not mentally stable
Well,
about some of these people that do that.
Oh yeah,
It's an addiction, like you guys are saying. It's just their addiction. I don't think you can tell somebody without them being offended. I mean, how do you even approach that? Like, you'd have to
You
be
look like
really,
shit.
really good friends with them to do that. I just don't see how you could do it.
Well, I
you
wouldn't
look
even
like
think so.
Stretch Armstrong,
Oh yeah.
stretched all the way out, and when we bring you back in, oh my God, you look like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Pancake lips.
But it is good for people that get in the accidents and they need some,
Oh
some
yeah.
facial
There's-
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah,
We don't-
definitely.
We're
Well,
not.
there's obviously good reasons to get it, but like I
Yeah.
said, but then there's people who just get it because they're completely obsessed with the way they look.
Mhm.
And I mean, the Kardashians are a perfect example. I mean, they are just ridiculous. So how anybody allowed them to become famous is beyond me.
Yeah. They got money and money
Yeah.
talks, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lisa, you got another topic? Come on, one more.
Well, why don't you guys start like throwing
Because
them out?
we love
Always.
hearing from our the
one
people that
listener.
will listen to us.
Our fan.
Yeah, our
Our
fan.
fan.
We always say more of you is better than and less of us. It's
Yes.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna go back to, my kids are seniors this year. I'm ready for them to be done. Did
Yeah.
you guys feel like that too? I mean, I know Rob hasn't dealt with that quite yet, but Fred and Mike, were you ready for your kids to be done out of school?
For me, I'm a very emotional guy. So
Yeah. am
when my kids did something, outstanding, or I knew it was Caitlin's last band concert, and her and leaving the field for the last time, or Taylor
Oh yeah.
leaving her, losing a district basketball game, knowing it was her last game. Watching them being inducted into the National Honor Society, and then watching them walk across the stage and graduating.
Well, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah. I mean, absolute mess. And of course, they all had bets. If he did, Dad cry, because I have a bet that
Did
he
they cry?
would, and And you know what? It's a proud moment for me because, obviously, I mean, and you can't believe how fast they grew up. I think, it's like their lives flash in front of your face watching them walk across the stage and graduating,
I'll
you know,
cry.
and Taylor always makes these videos, for birthdays or, things. And, the one of her that she did for Caitlin, I watched it, and I was already an emotional mess anyway at that time. And seeing that, it just, I mean, I was a mess like all day long. So,
Oh, no doubt.
so yeah, I wasn't ready for it, but, I was prepared to, when they both went off to college, Taylor just graduated from Michigan Tech. I did not cry, but it was a very proud moment for, for Nancy and I to watch her graduate and, and, Caitlin. Now I did cry dropping off Caitlin to Michigan State. First of all, because she was going to Michigan State, and just kidding. No, but dropping her off and knowing, both of them are gone.
Yeah.
One's 9.5 hours away and the other one's an hour and 30 minutes away.
Well, my kids are going to go to school local, so, but that makes it easier. But I'm just.
Where are they going to go to school, Lisa?
They're just going to go up to C4 right now.
Right.
They wanted to go away. I think they wanted to be social, but I'm not going to spend the money to be social quite yet. So they're going to go into the medical field. My one daughter is a CNA. She's rocking nursing. The other one's going into, and they have a great nursing program up at SC4.
Yeah, there's no question about that.
Yeah. So I said, give it a year or two and then we'll make some decisions. But right now, and they missed 2 years of high school and, with COVID, I'm just kind of a little leery right now to send them too far. And,
I know you're ready for them to be
and not because of COVID. I'm not one of those.
You're ready for them to be done with the school stuff.
Yeah, get on
every day.
Yeah.
But you're at the precipice of, your life changing for good. Like they're no longer going to be your responsibility, babies in your house.
Right.
They're going to go off, do their own thing, get married, have kids. Have you digested that? Are you ready?
I have. And poor Mike hasn't even been able to talk yet, but we'll get to you, Mike.
Oh, we don't
He's
let
over
Mike
there
talk.
going.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear what I have to say anyway.
And I'm, I still want my kids' cars every week. Like I don't let them spend their own money yet. I said, but when June 5th comes, graduation, things are going to change. You're going to start putting gas in your cars. I'll still pay stuff, but I'm ready for my husband and I to live a little because Glenn was 46 when he had the twins. Yeah. I was 36. So we're ready to have some me time and not have to really worry about the kids. We're can't wait till they spread their wings a little bit. I guess that's what I'm not looking for things to be totally over. Because it's never over. I know that, but I'm ready to move on.
Are you a crier?
Oh God. Oh, they got their yearbooks today and I put a proud parent ad in there. I bawled. Shaylee said, I'm like, I was just crying. The proud parent ad kind of hit me. I put it together with some really cute pictures and stuff. In fact, it's right here. That was their little proud parent ad.
Oh,
nice.
Look at how beautiful they are.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome kids too.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I just did it really small. I'm like, these are the 7 rules of life. I won't read you the whole thing, but I'm like, you always smile, you be kind, you never give up, you don't compare, and avoid negativity, make peace with your past, and take care of your body and mind. Good things happen with faith, patience, and love. Wow. End of story.
Fred, I see you're choking up right now. So
I'm a little verklempt right now.
Mike, what's cool about that is when she read those 7 things, isn't that really what Lisa has been all about most of her life? I mean, what we know, they should take heed in that because it's not a parent just saying, do this. That's really who you are.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I think all of us could have used that back in 1987.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. No, our mantra is drink beer, get laid, whatever.
Yeah. Drink 32 ounces at lunch, guzzle them down the parking lot.
Stop at Fred's house and drink his dad's beer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mike, what? Okay, we gotta let Mike talk. Damn it.
Yeah, I know we do.
I know it's embarrassing that you have to let me talk. But
yeah.
No, I was definitely looking forward to my kids being done. I mean, it's I'm I'm not I don't get choked up that much. I'm not definitely not a crier. I wouldn't classify myself as a crier, but I was definitely proud of them. There's no question. Now my kids are done with everything. They're done with college. All of them are done,
Wow.
so Delaney didn't go to college. She started a business at 19 with my wife's, as you know, Lisa. So
She's rocking it. She's amazing.
she is awesome. And I have a granddaughter now, so now I get to being a grandpa is awesome, let me tell you,
I hear that.
because you can spend all the time you want, and then here you go, it's time. Hey, it's
Pass it
time
back.
for a diaper to be changed. I don't have to change diapers anymore
No
or any of
stinky
that.
butts. Do you
Nope,
do this? You
nope.
got a stinky butt.
I will if
You
I'm
don't do
watching
that.
her and I'm the only one home. But if I'm not, if my daughter's there, she's changing, or my son-in-law, they're changing the baby's diaper. But so I get to, as you become a grandparent, you get to see it all over again, right? So
Right.
that's pretty cool. So I was anxious to see that happen, to be a grandpa, and I knew that the time was coming. As soon as Delaney got married, I knew it wasn't going to be very long until they had a child. So yeah, I was definitely looking forward to it, and I was looking forward to them finishing college and moving on with life. And of course, dad's still there to support them, and with love and money,
Yep.
that never that
And you've worked hard. You were out of town a lot.
I was, yeah. So yeah, I missed a lot of stuff when they were growing up, honestly, because I've been traveling shoot for probably 25 years, up until COVID, really. I mean, I haven't really traveled much since COVID. I know Rob's still out there traveling all the time, but I very rarely travel now. But so I will tell you, it's good not having the kids here every day, but we see them all the time. My kids are
Yeah.
always here. Delaney works downstairs, so I see her just about every day. So that they're still around, so that doesn't go away. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. We got a lot of time to ourselves, but my kids are around all the time as well. So
Yeah.
You know
And we
what's
bought
cool about getting to know Mike these last couple of years is watching him and his family. And this is really true. I've noticed this, and I hope my son is the same way. His children want to be around him and Tammy all the time. I think I think they consider you more friends than like the friends they have. They want to hang out with you. They want to drink with you. They want to just do things with you, which I think is.
and it's
I just
fun.
hope
Yeah.
that, yeah, I hope everybody that happens to everybody with their children, because that to me, that's what I think it's all about.
Yeah. And we bought a camper with no bunk beds in it. But guess what? Now they come with us and they sleep on the couch. I'm like, come
Yeah.
on, this is about mom and dad now. And they're like, no, we want to be with you guys. So now they're camping with us with no bunk beds.
yeah,
But
it's all good. You
is
wouldn't
good.
trade it. You wouldn't trade it for anything.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
Nope.
No,
it's
very
awesome.
blessed.
I think we all very blessed with wonderful kids. I was
Parents,
definitely
mean,
afraid. I was definitely afraid of becoming a parent because my mom always said, I hope you have two just like you. And I'm like, oh my God, I pray to
my
God.
kids, I would die if my kids were anything like me. They are nothing like me, not even 20% like me, nothing. Thank God.
Yeah, I will tell you that both my kids were very mature at a young age because they were around adults quite often. Glenn doing the tippy toe.
Come in and say hi.
Hello, guys.
Hi, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn,
Glenn.
how
How
you
are
doing?
you?
Doing well, and you guys?
We're
Real
doing
good.
good.
Real good.
Thanks.
No more fucking babies. I'm
No
done.
more.
On that note, ba-dum-bum.
No more fucking babies. Yeah.
You know,
He
I
said
had
it the
my
other
son
day.
at 46 too.
Oh, he was it. He was.
He
40.
said no more lucky babies.
No, he didn't.
I've been tying shoes since 1987, and I'm done.
DUN, done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he says all the time. I've been tying shoes since 1987. I'm done having kids. And he says the other day, he's like, I don't like kids. I just like making them.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
Good old Rodney Dangerfield.
Smart
Yeah.
man. Smart.
Yes.
Yeah. But we do have good kids. So, and I know you guys do too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what life's
Well, I
about.
think we had a good show, guys.
I think
Yeah,
so.
it was good. It was a good reminiscing with
Yeah,
Lisa.
absolutely.
Lisa, for sure.
Now, Lisa,
Hey,
are you
Glenn,
gonna
we've
are you
talked-
gonna listen to this episode at work or?
Well, I probably will on the way,
Okay.
and I'll just kind of laugh again.
All right.
But yeah,
Good.
Glenn, thanks
Yeah.
for sharing Lisa with us and letting her come on and do this with us, because this was a blast from our past.
That's great. You guys are great guys, and I'm a lucky guy.
Oh yeah, you are.
Definitely a lucky guy.
But
You
I
know
always
what,
have,
we've talked about this before, Glenn. You know, like sometimes, you know, girls you knew from the past and they marry these guys from out of town and they're absolutely dicks. But you're definitely not one. You're actually a
Nope.
great guy. You're fun
All I
to go
gotta
out,
say-
hang out with and have drinks with. So
yeah.
Thank you. All I gotta say is I always have to have a beer in my hand because I know why all their other boyfriends had drinking problems.
My boyfriend's never had drinking problems. He's like, the hell we didn't.
Okay, next week we're getting Glenn on the show.
All right.
He'll do it. Now
Yeah,
that-
they
now
had
that
drinking
Sheila
problems,
set
they
us
had
up.
heroin problems a little bit. They got back on the methadone, that kind of stuff. But
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
2 on a Quaalude's bad luck.
Yeah.
Well, Lisa, thanks again. You got to promise us you'll come back and do this again.
Oh, I will. I really enjoyed this. And you know, I'll be honest. When Fred asked me, I'm like, oh my God, I hate being on camera. I hate talking. I mean, I talk all day at work. Like, you know,
Sure.
I'm a hairdresser, so I'm constantly but I really enjoyed you guys, but I hate being on camera.
Yeah, but no, like you said, most of the people don't even watch this. They'll listen to it if they do listen
But-
to it.
Yeah.
But I'm
You
like,
look great.
I would
You
love to.
look
Well,
great.
thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. You
Yep.
guys all do too.
Awesome. So, hey, guys, confirmed today that we are going to have Coach Ron Glodich on next week.
Nice.
We will be talking obviously about the book that he has written, and I figured if we have a couple questions each and have him explain about the book and stuff like that, it should be a really good show. I think it'll be probably our most viewed show that we have, even bigger than our first show. So hey, again, another thank you to Lisa for being on the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
All of us we're happy that you said yes to come onto the show. And just like I said, make sure you keep telling people about our show and complimenting and giving us topics. We're still waiting for people like other than Lisa and Ruth giving us a bunch of questions. We'd love to see more questions from you. Remember, we're on Facebook, the Idiot Circle, and as well as you can comment on our YouTube page as well. And I think Rob, Mike, and myself are going to have a hard time waiting all week, waiting for Ron Glodich to be on the show. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be fun.
I was more excited about Lisa.
Oh, well, who is it? I mean,
Yeah, I really was.
well, trust me, I was texting her 2 days ago. Oh, 2 days before the show. Oh, the eve of the show. Are you ready? Yep, I got the kids ready. They're going to hook me up. I don't know how to do this Zoom stuff. They're going to hook me up.
No.
Any question, Lisa, you think we should ask Coach Ron? I mean, is there anything
He's just amazing. How did
Yeah.
he become so amazing?
yeah.
And everyone looks up to him. A lot of people look up to him.
We're going to pass that on because one of the things I want to talk to him about is, they are minor celebrities in their towns, right?
Absolutely.
They affect so many people, and people look up to them when they are successful. When they're not successful, it's a different story. But Marine City football, obviously, with their success and their last couple coaches, it's a great story. We look forward to talk about some of those things with him about how they bring in a small community together.
And they truly care. They truly care.
Yeah. Definitely. All right. So I think that's a wrap for this week.
All
Yes.
right. Well,
Thanks
thank
again,
you.
Lisa.
Great show,
You
everyone.
bet. You
Bye,
bet.
Lisa.
Bye.
Yeah.
Nice seeing you guys.
Peace.
Peace.